basically going to work. Even though as optimistic as you are, you remind me of that Southwest Airlines commercial I'm seeing on TV now, where the coach riles them up, they go out there and play and they still lose based upon that rousing up. So the question is, what specifically are you doing now? Lastly, you're talking about pre-K, that's where we need to start. Go look at the waiting list. You go look at the waiting list, and you'll be there for the next 10 years. In fact, if you wait for pre-K, the child might be ready to drive by the time they get in pre-K.
So that's why we're trying to open up more slots in our community, because we recognize there's a waiting list. And if we're not going to wait for the federal government probably to give us any more slots in Head Start, because they're not. We're not going to probably get any more slots in VPK. It won't be coming. There are no extra dollars. We have to do this locally. We have to make sure we come up with the solutions locally and give the flexibility for those slots for students to enter in. And Albert, you brought up some great points. What gives us confidence in some of this decision making? I'll tell you what gives us confidence in some of this decision making. Because when we have put the right leadership and the right teachers in place over the last 2 years, our grades for our schools have gotten better. That's why we know the right people in the place raise grades. We have the lowest number of F schools in the history of Hillsborough County Public Schools. I mean, that just doesn't happen overnight. 18 Fs 2 years ago. 7 the year after that. 3 this past year. And we're going for no D or F schools in this district. That's the goal. So as we build confidence around the decision making, the confidence comes from the results that we're getting. And those are the kind of things that I see happening in our schools every day. We have great leaders, great teachers that are working with our students. And yes, they're getting the supports every single day through professional development. And I applaud that accountability.